All righty. Welcome.
Hey,
This is our first podcast. This is a men's meeting that we usually have on our Thursdays. Kind of planning accordingly to everybody's schedule and everything else that way. But yeah. So I'm Dalton, by the way. And this is our men's meeting.
What are we called, man?
The Bible Belt Brothers.
Yes, we're the Bible Belt Brothers.
Yes, sir. So we've been.
Is that going to be the name of it, or we?
Yeah, Bible Belt Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Bibles, Boots, and Gunpowder. Or should we name it? No, just keep it Bible Belt Brothers.
I don't know.
For the podcast name.
Podcast name.
I mean,
what's
our
more?
group. Our group is.
I think the podcast should be BBNG.
BBNG.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all are tuned in to BBNG.
Get your merch.
Yes, sir.
50% off this month.
We can make some cool looking shirts for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we got bracelets already, dude. We got probably, 20 in stock.
I wear mine every day, cuz.
Yes, sir.
Little cross on there.
Mine popped underneath the house one time. So
Oh, bro, we got to get you a new
gotta
one.
get a new one.
Check the merch.
Yes, sir.
You said BB&G.
BBNG.
I'm going to
Bible Belt
have to make
or
some more of those,
Bible-
bro.
What is
Bibles, Boots, and
Bible,
Gunpowder.
Boots, and Gunpowder. Yes, sir. Well, welcome.
Drew. That's a saying your name.
Dalton,
Now you say my name.
Sam.
Yeah.
No, we're going to get started. Just a little bit of background, like we said. We meet every Thursdays. Usually we have more people here to just spread the word of God and dive deep into the Bible, and we kind of hold each other accountable and challenge each other to read a couple chapters throughout the week. We just finished up Luke, book of Luke, so we're going to start next week into the book of John, and meet it here every Thursday or whatever day is best for everybody else. So, but today we're going to ask a couple questions each. Each person's going to ask just a couple questions about their faith in God and whatever questions they have, and we're going to answer them the best we can.
Yeah.
The best we can. So, Drew, if you want to, you can get started.
Alrighty.
And we'll just dive right in. Yes, sir.
If anybody says anything stupid, this is what you're getting.
Okay. What's this one? That's the one.
I did that one.
That might be it. All right.
Alrighty. To y'all, what does it mean to be strong and humble at the same time when in your walk with God?
Strong and humble. I would say that means like being firm, what you believe, knowing what you believe is truth, but not making it give you an ego, like you're better than somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Hold up.
Okay, you can't give yourself. You can't give yourself the.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, what you said was, kind of what I was thinking in a way of, your ego kind of gets in the way of a lot of things, but faith is above all, I would say. Ego does get in a lot of, look at this. God already knows. See? God already knows. But no, I mean, ego does get in a way of, really your faith in a lot. And there's also, I would say there's good ego in some circumstances, and but just don't let it overpower, who really truly is in your faith, and God is the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree with that.
Agreed. Your turn.
To answer, I would say I've seen this in my own life. I like whenever God would help me over an obstacle in my life, I would go around telling people like, "Hey, I was able I was able to do all this stuff
Yeah.
and not he did this through me.
For sure.
And I feel like that's the difference between being following Christ and then turning around and being prideful, taking what he did for you for your own glory instead of glorifying him by doing that, you know. And I just feel like that, like you said, it gets in the way of your relationship with him.
Yeah.
And it just makes you seem like you're better than everyone.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a
Thank
good
you,
one.
Chelsea.
Good one to start
That's a
off
good
with.
question, yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to do another one or
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Shoot it.
Oh, you got a question?
You got another one, or we can go one,
Yeah.
one and one?
I got another one.
Okay, go ahead.
Or we can do one at a time.
No, go ahead.
Is obedience harder before or after you see results, and why?
Go ahead, bro. Wait on you.
No, you go ahead.
I'd say it could be either or. Like sometimes obedience is easier. Hold on, because that's kind of a weird question. What results?
So, what I think it's asking is, say that you're being obedient to God and praying to Him for something,
Yeah.
and after you get that thing, is it harder to be obedient before or after you
Yeah.
get that thing?
Yeah.
I'm
That situation,
thinking, yeah, but
it
that-
could be easier beforehand.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But in some situations, I think it's easier after.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, like what we were talking about earlier, getting into really believing in God can be hard beforehand because you're not wanting to let go of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But okay, now you believe in Jesus, and He finally answers a prayer about something.
Yeah.
Then it's harder to be obedient because you got rewarded, or not even rewarded, but
Yeah.
a prayer answered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of. What? Never mind. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you're good. I would say majority of the times it's afterwards. You know, like you said, I mean, if God answers one of your prayers, or for an example, if you prayed for somebody to get well and they were really sick or they were really, really down, you know, you kind of lead more towards after the fact of, you know, okay, God did do that type deal, and you know, it's in that way of nature. But go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, like in my own life, I'll go through a hard season of my life. I'll be praying, I'll be obedient, and then after I come out of that season or that little valley,
Yeah.
I'm up on a mountaintop, like I'm bulletproof.
Yeah.
Like, you know, nothing can touch me. Like
Sure.
I'm happy. I'm all this stuff, and it kind of makes me kind of like not lean on God as much as I did when I was in the valley. So I would say it's definitely harder to obey after you get that that blessing.
I agree.
I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. I
Think
know I
about
do.
this, bro. Think about this, bro. Last night,
Uh-oh.
you remember?
Oh yeah.
Elbows in, that jab. Turn that shoulder over, right? You want to get cracked. Well, you throw like 10 jabs, and you don't get cracked, but you're cracking him every jab. And by your 10th jab, like you're just keeping it low. When you come back, you don't have your guard up. He's gonna take that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you're keeping it when you think you might get cracked. You're really, but as time goes on, you kind of get lax.
Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable.
And that's
That's when you get cracked.
Hit the button.
Yes,
yeah.
That's
And that's
No. Shit. No. Okay. You can't whisper in these things.
but no, that's a very, very key point that he just said.
Yeah.
You said that you get comfortable way too fast. You know, you might get that promotion and work, and you're like, yes, you know, money's coming in. You know, I'm buying. You know, whatever the case is. You know, you're relaxed because you prayed for that promotion, and after the fact, when you got it, you're good. You're golden. I got what I want now, so I'm good. Instead of really relying on what God presented you
yeah,
in your
gave it to
life,
you.
and then now it's just like, okay, well, what about that next obstacle? You're gonna pray for then, and then not give praise right when He gives it to you, or and then that's what He's gonna challenge you the next time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, you want to be greedy, you want to feel comfortable after that. Let me wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just wait till the next time, and He's gonna make you seek Him even harder. And then that's whenever you're gonna start asking more questions, like, God, I mean, look at what you did last time. What about this time?
Yeah.
Where and that's whenever somebody starts getting greedy or about their faith. So, but no, that's being too comfortable gets you in trouble a lot.
Yeah.
So
I will say, like, going back to like what you were saying, like, I feel like everything that we have can be taken from us like that.
yeah.
And I also feel like the devil, he doesn't like, I don't feel like he works in like big, hey, go kill somebody, stuff like that. I feel like it's when you do get that blessing, that's when he goes at you the most, because you are the most comfortable and the most vulnerable
Yeah.
in that season after you do get that result that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where myself and a lot of people actually stumble.
Yeah. For sure.
Agreed. That was a good question.
Yeah. Got one?
No,
Okay.
I'm questioning out from earlier.
Let's see. Tell me about a time you prayed and God answered. This is kind of going back to what we just really talked about, but this time is, tell me about a time when God answered your prayer or anything in that. And what happened?
You mean like a voice in your head, or you mean just like something happened in your life, like you was praying?
Yeah, something that you was praying for, that God answered with. And what was it? Go ahead.
I have a lot of them, but
Yeah.
they're like long,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really long.
Mine are too.
Yeah.
We'll keep it short.
I'll keep mine short. Okay. So y'all both already know this. So started my business. When I started my business, it was more just me only.
Yeah.
Very like hedonistic, egotistical. I'm doing this. Wasn't thinking about really Jesus much at all. Start my business, working at the sheriff's office, both. Things are going all right. As I get deeper into my business, like the end of the first year in the winter, just came off a good summer, made a little bit of money, and then like just tanked through the first winter because I accumulated more bills than the sheriff's office could pay for, and was living off half sheriff's office personal stuff, and then like the business was paying for everything else throughout the summer. So that winter, I mean, like bad, because negative money, bills that are past due like 3 months, truck's gonna get repoed, house is gonna get taken, everything.
Yeah.
And that's like this whole story's long, but that's like my testimony moment. Like driving down the truck, crying out to God, like, okay, I don't have any answer. I'm trying to come up with answers.
Yeah.
I mean, daily.
Yeah.
Making the phone calls, doing the work, doing the Facebook, like everything I possibly can do myself, I'm doing it. Not praying about it. So going down the road in the truck, feel like an absolute failure. Like I'm stupid for ever even thinking I could do this. Should have just stayed police and et cetera. And I like get to like crying out to God, literally tears down the face. And it's like anger, but also I need help. And like I said, just disappointment. And I'm like, all right, you know what? There's no way I'm doing this by myself. Please help me.
Yeah.
Please. Like, it's more than just me on the line at this point. This is like my entire family.
Yeah.
And also like the public embarrassment. Everybody sees that I've started a business. If I go out of business, the entire county is going to be like, He's
look
an
at this
idiot.
dude. Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
he
no,
really thought
I
he
mean-
was going whatever. So I prayed, and I did get answers like pretty quick
Yeah.
after that, and I felt indebted to God at this point for like 6 months till summer came back around, and then kind of regressed, whatever, back and forth, really. But that's one time I prayed, and like 100% the way things worked out, not a coincidence, not luck. He got me out. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep mine a little short too. It's kind of falls into work wise, but this is just one example of many. But just the situation how I came along with Higgins, and it's surreal. It's kind of crazy. God has a plan for everybody, and the way that the situation happened, it still blows my mind today. Finished school, 2-year degree. We're into Piedmont Tech, and going to school, and at the time I wasn't really doing heating and cooling, but I had a few years of experience, and I was like, I'm why am I going to school and not doing HVAC? Let me get back in HVAC, and I called a couple companies that I previously worked at one, and then try to get in with a few buddies at different companies and stuff like that, and then one wanted to hire me, and all I had to do was pick up the phone and call them, and job was ready to go on Monday type deal, and but just the situation of how God presented Samson here through his best friend, and in the way I call Samp, and the next thing you know, did one job here, part time and stuff like that. But I'm like looking for a full time job, and and I was like, God, I know at the moment I'm low on myself, I'm down on myself in a way, and I need that full time job, and I just prayed about it, and just please put me in the right position in the right company so I can grow with not just God but with the company as well, and I literally had that company on my phone ready to
Before
dial.
that, you called me. You called me like week before. It was like, hey, I really need something full time, and I
Yeah.
was like, nah,
Yeah,
like it's not gonna work right now.
yeah, Samson. Yeah, I did call you, and I was like, I need something full time. If I understand if you can't put me on full time at the moment, and but no, I
I
mean,
told you like, hey, if you get another job somewhere else,
yeah. If you got a you did say that, and so I was like, okay, well, explore my options, and I settled on one company, and then not even thinking about working for Samson in a way, and by the time I picked my phone up to give that company a call, I was literally hitting a button. It wouldn't go because my phone is all messed up and stuff. So I tried to dial, and it did not dial. And then next thing I know, Samson's calling and gave me that opportunity to hop aboard with Higgins Heating and Cooling, and ever since then it's just been a blessing every day. I wouldn't probably be here talking to these group of guys usually on occasion that we have on Thursdays, and never had the experience of great friends and brotherhoods in a way through Christ and all that, and it's just a blessing, and that's one I can say that God really answered my prayers. So
yes, sir.
yes, sir.
All right, Drew.
Well, y'all both know my testimony or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible, but so I get introduced to porn and stuff like that when I was younger.
Yeah.
My buddies, my little brother, we was all just in there together watching porn. So as the years went on, I kept doing it like religiously, like that every day. It was every night I was watching it every day. And so I met my girlfriend now of almost 5 years now, but we'd been dating a month, and I cheated on her with this other girl, and I cheated on her. I still watching porn, still looking girls up on TikTok, stuff like that. And during high school, we started dating in 10th grade, so I was still in high school, and I probably had the worst high school experience anyone could ever probably have. Like, I mean, I was so depressed. Like, I didn't want to get up out of the bed in the mornings. I was cutting my hands, stuff like that, just because I was so angry, so numb. I wanted to feel something. So as my high school experience went on, I tried everything. I tried smoking weed, getting drunk, partying, trying to please people, be somebody that I'm not. And so my girlfriend, her name's Chaley, she kept inviting me to church, and it was like I was always making an excuse not to go.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't never want to go. I didn't want to get up early. I'd been smoking weed, whatever, the night before. So there was one day, I don't really remember. Well, there was one day I was in church by myself, and this is when it all kind of really turned for me. I was in there by myself, and at the end of every service, we have like a altar call, like people that'll pray with you. So when they said that, my heart started pounding. You know, I was getting hot. I could tell my face was turning red. I was burning up. So I just went up there, right? It was just me up there by myself with the guy praying with me. And after he got done praying with me, of course, I'm bawling, crying or whatever. I look up and the whole church is up behind me, right?
Wow.
So I think that was kind of the turning point in my life for when God finally, or not finally, but I actually opened up to him for him to welcome me in. And then fast forward a little bit, there was a couple weeks, you know, me cheating on her and watching porn behind her back and stuff like that was really on my mind. And I had been praying to God. I was like, you know, like, I got to quit watching porn. Like, it's not healthy for me or her. I got to quit. Like, help me stop watching porn. And there was one night I was knelt down. I kept having these thoughts about I needed to tell her that I cheated on her, stuff like that. There was one night I knelt down in my bathroom, and I heard God say to me, he was like, withstand through the storm. I was like, okay. So this is him telling me. At first, I kind of thought it might be the devil trying to ruin my relationship, trying to bring up my past. But
For sure.
I'm just like, okay, like, I have to. Like, this is the only way that I'm going to stop watching porn is trust God, you know.
Yeah.
So trusted him. Hardest thing I've ever done. I told her all of this stuff, and I haven't watched porn since June last year.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
it's been great.
Yeah. No,
course,
that's
There's ups and downs to it,
For sure.
as everything, but you know, it's God will change your life.
yeah, for sure.
All you got to do is just jump
Open
off
the
that
door.
cliff.
Yeah.
Open
This
the
is
door.
Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do to not know. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says about the houses in the city and the royal places of Judah that have been torn down to be used against the siege of the ramps and the sword. I mean, with that, I mean, just call to me. This is what the Lord says. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things. So, I mean, just always call upon the Lord and just trust the Lord with all your heart, and He will answer you. And like we said, I mean, it might not be right then and there, but He will answer you in that calling. So, for all three situations that we just explained, you know, that's God's answering to us, and just the smallest form of what He can do.
Yeah.
To put your life on that pedestal of God is the one and the only, and it's a beautiful thing that God does. And prayer is the most powerful thing that you can do.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I want to add one more thing to what you were saying.
Add it.
So, like, I just feel like all of us, of course, we kind of knew what Jesus was. We kind of believed in Jesus, but we
Beforehand.
didn't. Yeah, before.
Yeah. Just wasn't living.
He delivered us from what we were going through.
Yeah.
We didn't seek Him like we do now, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a verse in the book of Joel. It says, "And yet even now, in the middle of your rebellion, return to me with weeping or fasting, mourning, and weeping." And to me, it's just like, all it takes is for you to just say, "Okay, God, I'm
Yeah.
done." Like,
Yes.
take this.
Yeah,
And
I was about to. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Just,
Well, I was just about to say that, like, when you were talking about ask, kind of like asking you to receive, like, come to me. It seems like every time I have been to that point, even at a young age, I did that a couple times very young, he answered. You know, it's different, like, God, will you please, just help me with this situation? Like, I'm really, going through it right now versus like, God, please, like,
yeah.
help me.
Yeah.
It's different. Every time that's happened, it's like true in my soul. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know what to do. I don't want to know what to do. Like, I need you to help do this for me.
Yeah.
His answer.
Yeah. And
You know what
in
I'm
all
saying?
the situations like that, circumstances wise, like I'm not saying this for every man, but a lot of men want to do it and figure out themselves.
Yes.
And you cannot do it by yourself.
Nope. No.
And with that good friend of Jesus Christ, that's one person that will be able to help you through anything and to call upon his name and I'm telling you, like, you will not do it by yourself.
No.
So
That's
But
what we
yeah.
all just seen.
yeah.
Like with all of our stories.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally. Like stuff that even if you had the mental capacity to plan it out, you couldn't execute it.
Yeah.
Because other people would be doing stuff that has to do with you. And this person was just here at the right time. And this call, phone ain't work. I can't
Yeah.
make that phone not work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, here's a few questions. I'm gonna ask kind of like 2 in a 1 type of deal. And you can ask it or you can answer it however you feel. This is kind of going back to, before the first podcast we did. What would you say to someone who wants God but feels far away from him? And also, how do you stay faithful when you don't feel spiritual close to him?
I would say to that person, because I've struggled with this a lot myself, as y'all know. I've done kind of a lot of research on it. And I would say to that person, you have to read the word, the truth. Even though, okay, so my arm right here, right? I can control this arm. It doesn't do anything unless I want it to, right? So it's my arm, right? So sometimes when you're feeling far from God, it's either in your head or in your feelings, right? So, like I was saying in the first podcast, you can't, or I can at least, control the thoughts that come in and out of my head at all times, So then therefore those are not my thoughts because I can't control them.
Yeah.
Or my feelings because I can't control how something makes me feel,
Yeah.
So I would say to that person, you can't lean on your feelings or your thoughts. You just have to really dive into the Word of God because that is the truth, and the truth will set you free.